my personal issue. Like I need some connection besides my husband or whatever. And so I'm going to suffer through my hip hurting and play today. And then I'll regret it probably the rest of the week. But
Kathy, and I think that's a super honest answer. And I totally get that now that you said that. But you could just ride along or walk along with actually not swinging a club. You could just like
I know, but that's like you see the cookie, but you're not taking the cookie. I just don't think I could do that.
She needs her cookies.
You could. You're choosing not to. You could. You're choosing it.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
I feel like I feel like you can't really give like Trevor or Grayson or any of your other people a hard time because you also don't resist the cookie. Welcome to Three Little Fishes. We're three sisters who grew up in the Midwest together, but have since spread across the country. I live in Los Angeles.
I'm in Nashville.
And I live in Philadelphia. We are all married with children, have all had careers, but now we stay at home with our families.
Join us as we share secrets and stories about being women, wives, and mothers.
We welcome you to laugh along, learn something new, reach out, and join our conversation.
So let's jump in.
What's up, fishes?
What's up? What's up, fishes?
So I am, if you're just listening, you can't see this, but I'm in a different location. I'm on my porch because I have construction going on in the house right now, which is a nightmare. We have water, so our whole front of our house is ripped apart. And that's kind of a nightmare. But anyway, I had a great weekend. I got to go see our oldest daughter and celebrate her birthday with her in Blacksburg, Virginia. We did like a little like Apple Festival. We went out for dinner and we did some work in her apartment. It was super fun. So I was really glad to be able to get out there. But it's like a 7-hour drive each way. So I was in the car a lot, but it was worth it.
Yeah. Well, you probably wanted to escape your house because you said you kind of glossed over it, but you're like having major issues with your house. Like you found that you had water damage and they're literally tearing off the front of your house because you have molds, right?
Like living with that's awful.
Yeah. I mean, that's terrible.
Yeah. I'm really trying to just compartmentalize all that stuff because mentally I'm trying to ignore it because it's like drywall dust everywhere. We have these air purifiers everywhere. We have, tape and sheeting and trash. And I mean, it's just.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
So
it's definitely, it's going to be fun.
Well, I think you're lucky that it sounds like your homeowner's insurance is going to cover it because it sounds really extensive and bad news. So at least you have some help paying for it.
Thank goodness. Yes. So it's all going to be fine. We just have to, it's just going to be it's going to be a while. Like, they take everything down and then, if they order parts and all the stuff, and then in a few weeks, they'll start putting everything back. And then, it's just a process.
They have to replace your windows, Linda?
We just replaced our windows. So it's not that. It was some other structural problem. And, we do get a lot of rain. So it was just causing seepage and damaging molding and drywall and everything else. So anyway, it's totally fine. It's going to be fine. It's just...
How many times did you say fine?
I just keep trying to tell myself everything's going to be okay. This is not the end of the world. It's getting fixed.
You know what I would be like? I'm such a hypochondriac. I'm like, I've been breathing like black mold. Yeah. I now have like things growing in my lungs. I'd be like demanding to see the doctor. Like I need an iron lung.
For sure. And you would have a headache like from.
I'm sure I would.
Yeah.
It's no joke.
It's
mold.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, you need to be careful with that.
We're mitigated. It's all fine. It's all good. How was your weekend?
Not to brag, but my weekend was pretty amazing.
Okay.
Pretty amazing. And I don't say that very often because I'm boring, but I had a really fun weekend. So it started with Friday with my group of girls that I go see music with. And I love these ladies. I don't get to see them a ton, but I've had this on my calendar for months and I've been looking forward to it. So we went to the Hollywood Bowl and we saw Christopher Cross in Chicago.
Oh,
And
cool.
I was thinking of you girls, particularly Kathy, because she loves the 80s.
Yes,
and
I do.
when Christopher Cross was singing When You Get Caught Between the Moon and New York City,
Oh, I
he
love
can't
that.
sing like he used to, but I loved every second of it. And he sung his Tootsie hit, Arthur. It was just really fun. And then Chicago came, and they're, they still have the all the trumpets and the brass, and I just love the music. It was so fun. And it was packed. There were like old people there, there were young people there, everybody in between. Everyone was just happy, and I was kind of impressed that Chicago and Christopher Cross packed the bowl for 2 nights. Actually, they were there Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, that's great.
Super fun.
That's because everybody loves the 80s. It doesn't
Who doesn't love the 80s? Come on.
Right. It was the best.
But I was super happy and just singing, and it was just really fun. And then
I feel like anytime you get to go to the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah, the Hollywood Bowl is
it's
awesome.
So cool. It's such a great venue. Like, it's great acoustics. It's intimate. It's fun. Like, that's just a great venue. Yeah.
And then they had fireworks after. And, the group of girls I'm with are super fun. And, we make friends with everybody we're sitting with. So it's just like, it was just a lot of fun. Surprising. And then on Saturday, Tim and I went out and we went to go see Mike Viola. Do you guys know who that is?
No.
So he is one of Tim's favorite musicians, and he just did a very small show at Gold Diggers here in Los Angeles, and it's a very small, intimate bar. And Mike Viola, just to give you context of who he was, that movie with Tom Hanks, That Thing You Do?
Yeah.
That song that was really popular?
Yeah.
He was a co-writer on that, and the voice that you hear singing that's Mike Viola's voice.
Oh.
And then he's also with Panic! And the Disco, and he was a producer and co-writer. He's super talented. Yeah. He's really witty. He was just fun. But honestly, watching Tim's joy of being in that venue and listening to Mike and having him talk and sing, he was super happy, and it was nice to see him so joyful, like watching this concert.
Yeah, that's fun.
And then on Sunday, we got to go to the Primetime Emmy After Party that Disney hosted for nominees and winners. And that was a ton of fun to just like hobnob and just be out and about like at this like fancy party.
Now, was there another red carpet, or how does that work?
No, this didn't have a red part. It was just a big party that you got dressed up, and they had a big band, and we danced, and you know,
that's so awesome.
I thought about you guys because I did meet, we love the show Hacks, and Julianne Nicholson, who played Dance Mom.
Yeah.
In the show this season. She was a guest star. She won for that role, for her guest role. And we ran into her and we chatted with her. She was lovely, and I was really excited for her.
Yeah. Did she dance for you?
She didn't. But, it's it was fun to see people celebrate it for their craft. So it was a ton of fun. So not to brag, but it was a pretty good weekend.
Yeah, I would say amazing.
So. Wow.
What about you, Kathy?
Well, I mean, I can't really top that weekend, but I did have a fun weekend. We actually went to see my second son, Trevor, at Michigan State in East Lansing. We flew out there, and my oldest son, too, met us because it was his parents' weekend. So we said, why don't you just come and join us? And we can all be together. So he met us at the Detroit airport, and we all drove our rental car down to see Trevor. And
Detroit.
Yeah, and it was fun. We did the whole bar scene, tailgating with our dear friends, Tim and Gigi. So a shout out to them because our seats were amazing and the tailgate was awesome. I hadn't done that in a long time, so it was fun.
I mean, Big Ten tailgating cannot.
Yeah,
maybe SEC tailgating, but it's all just so fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
I could really get into this seriously.
Yes, I know.
We had.
I know, because you are a pretty girl still. Like, you look like you're like, would be like all reserved and like, oh, I don't do that. But yes, you do. Yes,
Well,
you
I
do.
just love it all. I love the tents up. I love like all of it. The little
I love it
cookers.
too.
They're like, hey, you want a hot dog? Do you want this? Do you want that? I just think it's fun seeing everybody.
is
And there were
fun.
so many like families and like little girls in little cheerleader outfits. I just was having like a time watching everybody too.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
That's
Yeah.
really
All
fun.
right. I think the secret this week that we're going to talk about is connect, right? Kind of like more along the line. So the secret this week is connect. But before we get into it, please continue to rate, review, drop us a line, and invite your favorite fishes to jump in and join our conversation.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's jump in. So
Yeah.
it's all about connection. And part of what why we want to talk about this is because I was saying that I had such a lovely weekend, but really I was thinking about, I was out and about and I was connecting with, friends and meeting new people and listening to music and getting out and about. And Kathy, you were talking about specifically about how important connection is. And you were talking about Trevor, and as he's learning and implementing into a new school, that it's been difficult for him. So tell us about that.
Yeah. I mean, I think connections are super important. And, I think our son is doing great, but then he shared with us that he has kind of felt like a little bit, he called it bored at times. And he feels like a lot of people there are from this, he goes to a state school. So a lot of Michigan people go to Michigan State as well as, the University of Michigan. And he was saying a lot of them kind of even know each other. And he was just saying it feels weird to be here, and he's met some nice people on his floor, but like he had some very very dear friends here where he grew up. And I think he's just missing like that tight connection, even though
Those
he has a
relationships,
lovely roommate and he's getting along super well with him. It's not that he's missing just those real intimate connections. And we talked to him about that, like, it takes time to develop those relationships, right? You can't
Yes.
just expect you're going to
Yes.
meet your best friend, in 2 weeks time. So we talked a lot about that with him, and he's like, I think he definitely is going to find his way. I mean, he did make a club team, which we told him you need to get involved, and he's going to do club lacrosse, which will, I think, help him make those connections. But having people like we talked about, what's kind of even the reason we started this podcast in the beginning was about, you got to find your people and have connections, because it's the most important thing, because we feel happier when we're connected. And
Right.
he's my social child, and he's a prime example. And that's someone that I would not expect to be kind of stumbling a little bit, but he is. But I mean, I know he's going to be okay, but it just goes to show, these kids, it's hard, like, though,
it's a big adjustment. It's hard to go into uncharted territory no matter how prepared you are. I feel like it's always very hard to walk into like a food hall, and not know anybody.
Yeah.
It's very overwhelming. And
Right.
those first couple of weeks too, like we talked about before, was like, say yes to everything and go have lunch or go have dinner or go work out or do
Right.
whatever. And maybe that's not going to be your best friend, but it's at least a familiar face. And then it kind of like builds from there, and it does take time. And even under the best circumstances, sometimes it works out at school and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the end of the world if you have to
No.
transfer to a different school, if you made an error. It's just, I think these young people, these relationships and building them just take a lot of time, and like putting yourself out there. I mean, even with my oldest son, I think he had a little bit of a hard time as well, starting out, just because it's like, it's all new.
Yeah.
And it's like, you have to put
Hard.
yourself out there, and it's uncomfortable for some kids more than others.
Right.
Like I would say that I
Well,
was kind of shy when I went to college. Like, until you kind of meet some people that are similar to you, then you start to feel more comfortable and get out there. But it definitely is challenging.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
finding your people is really important,
It
right?
is.
It's
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
all need that. Like even in
Mm-hmm.
our adult life, we need to find our people.
I
Mm-hmm.
totally agree.
And it's hard. I mean, to expose yourself. We moved from Chicagoland down here to Nashville, and I left a huge posse of friends, like intimate friends that I raised the children up with, and we've gone through all the ups and downs together. And I left that behind and had to start over. And it took me a little time, probably a good 6 months or so to really start building relationships. And the women I've made friends with here are amazing. They're all like generous and sweet and kind and all that stuff. But like, they don't know my history and I don't know their history because we didn't raise our kids together. There is
Right.
Yeah.
something different about that. So, yeah, I mean, that vulnerability for everybody is tricky because
So
that's
Linda,
how you make real connections, is being vulnerable with somebody.
do you wish that they like knew a deeper part of you, or are you, or that's not important to you now, or
I mean, they know important stuff, but I feel like there is just that shared drama of raising your kids together that is not, you can't replicate it. Now it's different. It's like now we're sending our kids off to college together. We went through high school together. That's its own
Right.
special set of circumstances. And I think, there is a lot of depth with that too. Um, but I do think it's important. Like I was in the car a lot this weekend. And so I used that opportunity to call friends from Chicagoland and I
yeah,
reconnected with, people, and we did catch ups. That's what I call them, like catch ups. I talked to one friend for
yeah.
like an hour and we just kind of like everything, the in-laws, the parents, the kids, the house, the illness, the non, all of it. And it's just there is something magical about talking with somebody, even if you haven't talked to them in a couple of months, that you have known for a long time. There is a real
Yeah.
depth there. And I think the kids in college will have that too as they age, if they stay connected with those people that they've met in college. Like we all have really good friends from college because you've been through kind of like a little battle, you know, or
Yeah.
those
Right.
people that you meet in that first job after school. Those are people that you're really deeply connected with too because you've been through it together, you
I also
know.
think being able to be open to, like, speaking about the college kids, is that I do think there's a lot of pressure these days when they're going off to school. It may be a little bit different in the sense of like the competition to get in is harder. You've worked really hard to get to where you want it to be. It's expensive. And then if you get there and you try and you have a hard time finding your people or finding your footing, or
Yeah.
something's changed, like I think that there's a lot of pressure and anxiety on these kids. Like, can I say I've made a mistake and I need to
Hmm.
do something different?
Well, it's funny.
Um,
One of my friends I connected with did say that to me. Like, their child is a junior and they've decided not to go back to that school only because what they were studying was so specific to that path and they just felt like it was not right. And it was a very hard decision. And I said to my friend, like, I think it's very brave to be able to
I
step
do
back and
too.
say, I'm not on the right path. And then as a parent, it's like you kind of take it personally because you're like, oh no, did I not see it? Did we
yeah.
not? Like, I'm not sure. And then you kind of
Oh,
feel really bad for them. And then they feel bad. But I do feel like, this is life. Like, it's not smooth sailing all the time. And you need, like, we all get challenged every once in a while. And, it's all going to work out, especially if you can step back and really assess, like, how have I gotten here? And how am I going to get to the other side of it? So I think they're kind of, as a family, in that process of
well, good for
working
him that
through that
he,
decision making. And it's amazing. I think it's going to be
yeah.
fine. Yeah. It's all
Well,
going
I
to be
mean,
fine. my
Yeah,
famous
I mean,
word today.
and it's okay that
fine.
it's not now. I think that we also have to be careful to like normalize, you're fine, everything's fine. And I think it's okay to sometimes feel in the feelings like, you know what, it's not fine. I'm not
Yeah.
happy.
Right.
And this is what it is. Like, you don't want to stay stuck there for sure.
Right.
You want to figure out a way to move through it. But I do think we have to also feel the feelings and then figure out how we're going to get through the feelings to get to the other side of it.
Yeah.
So,
but I think,
right.
it's good to like stay connected. You gotta,
Yes.
every phase in life, I would say I'm not as social as you girls are. So I could go for a couple of weeks without seeing people and be happy as a pig in slop. But when I am with my friends or I am talking to somebody and I am doing a catch up, it does fill my cup up and I do feel so happy and refreshed. And, I think there's so much value in that for me to, have something on the calendar. Like we're going to go see Brian Adams in a couple of months with some friends.
I love him.
I am too. That is so funny.
Yeah.
Yes, in November.
Yeah, we're going in December.
It's been on my calendar for months with my same girls that I go to see music with, and I can't wait. But again, it's like for me, I schedule things that are far out. Like this weekend, I was bragging that I had a lot going on, but that's not the norm. But you are right. I'm the happiest when I'm busy, when I'm seeing people, and when I can just kind of vacate.
It lights your fire. You're happy.
It does.
That exhausts me. Like your lifestyle sometimes exhausts me. I could never do that.
Well, your last two.
I would be in the bed for a week after that. Like
I would be in the bed. Like you sound so Southern. I would be in the bed.
I mean, in the bed.
I just need and I just wondering though, like it's for me, I notice that if I'm not always this busy, but I need to do a better job like of being all or nothing. Like I think that's what I'm struggling with right now. It's like I'm all in with all these things. I don't have anything going on. And when I don't have anything going on, my mood is affected.
Yeah.
And I don't realize it until I'm like on this high that I am right now for like my last couple weeks. So I need to find a better way to balance so that I'm staying more connected and it makes my mind happier, my heart fuller, and I'm probably a better human to live with, that I am a little bit more well-rounded. Yeah. So I need to find a way, like, why do I not do a better job balancing my calendar? And it could be as simple as, I don't know, going on a walk with somebody once a week, probably, or talking on the phone, like you said, Linda, finding a way to connect. So you guys, you know what I realized, and I don't know why I didn't, but I just recently learned, like I've known about like dating apps, but did you know that there was friendship apps? Like I did and I say research, but like it was like in Cosmopolitan, but I like dug in deeper to that. But I wrote it down. Like I want to tell you guys.
I cannot believe you still read Cosmo.
I have to tell you, I kind of love it still. I do. I mean, you just never know what you're going to find.
City thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
But they did an article and there was 12 apps that people could connect with. 12.
I had no idea.
And like some was like I hadn't even heard of some of these. I'm not going to mention them all, but like Yubu, which is like you can connect with somebody and chat without giving a phone number. There's, all sorts. Like there's a how's it called? It's ATLETO, Aleto, maybe, is that how you say it? As I can't pronounce words, but it's like helping if you're into sports, helping connect with somebody in your sports world. There's a peanut one for like moms to connect. So, if you are having a hard time even finding a way, if you've relocated or circumstances have changed and you're looking for new friends, like you're trying to grow, maybe an app would be a good solution for you. I don't know why I didn't think about it.
Gen Z millennial concept, isn't it? Like, I don't know if I would do that, but maybe younger people, if you're listening, that's a good way to connect with people.
But I do kind of get it. Like there's one of
Yeah.
like just like a meetup, like if you're wanting to like meet up with writers or like if you knit or something, like if you're trying to get into something new and you don't necessarily want to take a class. I don't know. I just am throwing it out there. Like I'm always looking for things to do, like hobbies or
Oh
something.
my gosh, I haven't read Cosmo in ages. That's a great idea.
That's what you're stuck on, but I told you that I found this in Cosmo.
I mean, I didn't even know magazines were really still there. Like I just, I do everything online.
Yeah, but you can get it on digital if you don't want to have it on your hands to look at.
Yeah.
But don't you guys like? I'm kind of regressing, but I also like to just get a magazine sometimes and flip through. There's something about being able, like, oh, this is cool. I'm going to circle it, or I'm going to dog market, ear market.
Yeah.
Like, I know Tim was making fun of me the other day. I'm totally like side note, but he's like, you mispronounce things so much. Like most people who know you can speak your language, but maybe you should have like a drinking game on your show, on the podcast with your sisters. Every time you mispronounce a word, they have to do some sort of like
Kathy and I will be drunk.
Yeah, we will for sure.
Yeah. So I don't know. So for like, if you're looking for different ways to connect, maybe it's not for you, but maybe an app would be for somebody listening. And I'm actually kind of almost curious. Like maybe I'll try it out just to see like what it's about. You never know. Like as we say yes to things.
Say yes.
Kathy, I think you're probably the best out of all of us, consistently connecting because you're obsessed with golf, which is kind of a great thing in a way because it keeps you connected with somebody. Like it may not, I don't know if they're your best friends. Maybe they are. I don't know who your golf buddies are, but it keeps you connected with other women and people like yourself, right?
Yeah, I mean, my golf friends are super important to me. In fact, you were scolding me because I think I'm going to play golf this afternoon with one of my golf friends, even though
so
my
just
hip
some
is hurting.
Just some backup for people who are listening. Like she's like, Nancy, I cannot move. My back is so uncomfortable. I've just overdone it. Like I talk about being in the bed, like that's kind of you. And you're like, I'm going to take a break from golf and I'm really going to take a break from exercising for a week, which is a lot for you because you like to move, which is great. And so then she like tells me just before I hit like record, I'm going to golf today. I think one day will be okay. And then she's just like, that's so you. You don't really set boundaries.
The thing is she's got a match tomorrow and she needs to practice. And I'm like,
you're the only person she can practice with.
Well, I think selfishly too, like I just would like to see them and talk and hang out. And maybe that's my personal issue. Like I need some connection besides my husband or whatever. And so I'm going to suffer through my hip hurting and play today. And then I'll regret it probably the rest of the week. But
Kathy, and I think that's a super honest answer. And I totally believe, like, I totally get that now that you said that. But you could just ride along or walk along with actually not swinging a club. You could just like,
I know, but that's like, you see the cookie, but you're not taking the cookie. I just don't think I could do that.
She needs her cookies.
You could. You're choosing not to. You're choosing it.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
I feel like I feel like you can't really give like Trevor or Grayson or any of your other people a hard time because you also don't resist the cookie.
I mean, the listeners, one thing we do know about Kathy is she has a tendency to burn the candle at both ends. And then she is in the bed. But it's
I hope I'm not going to be in the bed.
Get the bed? Like, I'm in the bed. Like where is this like
Grandma Kuntz used to say that all the time. She'd be like, I'm in the bed.
And Leanne Morgan says that a lot. Like
she says it. She used to say it all the time.
Grandma Kuntz?
Yes.
Our Grandma Kay?
Yes. Like how many Grandma Kuntzes do you know?
No.
Well, I hope all of our listeners like hear that we all do it differently, but connecting with our friends, family, whatever, in whatever way that is just like very nourishing to all of us. And Kathy is right. I mean, that's one of the reasons why we started this was like, we talk to each other, we support one another, we challenge each other. And that is so uplifting to us.
I mean, you said that I'm like really good at it. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like sometimes I am and sometimes I'm not. And some of my college friends that I feel like we're not connecting as much, and it's making me kind of feel sad in that like realm of my life.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to probably reach out and do better in that way, because you have lots of different pockets of people that you know, right?
Yeah,
and
right, for sure.
So we all can do better.
Yeah.
You all need to get connecting.
Yes.
Better.
And you know what? Our men need it too. Like teens need it.
Sure.
Kids need it. Like they need to get away from their computers and their gaming. They need to find a way to connect with the outer world. And I think part of why I literally noticed Tim's face lighting up on Saturday night, which was amazing, is because that connection, like it feeds all of our souls, and we just have to do a better job being out there together.
Yeah.
And the other thing is too, it's like we make a priority about our health, right? Like you guys particularly are really good about your exercise and prioritizing your health. And we need to put it on the calendar, like just as much as everything else. Like it's important.
Right.
All right, y'all. Speaking of health and putting things on the calendar, that brings me to our next segment that I want to talk about. It's not really a segment. My next topic is October is just around the corner, and October happens to be Kathy's birthday month.
Yay.
And I thought that maybe, I don't know why I thought about these two things together, but I think we should do an October challenge where we try to do something every day for a month together.
Yes, I love this idea.
So we, the fishes got together and we decided we're going to call it Get Moving Fishes. And all you have to do.
Passion, Kathy. Say it like you mean it.
Move it, fishes. We're going to say you have to walk at least 20 minutes a day, every day.
Okay.
It's not too much time. We felt like that was a realistic goal to get your bodies moving. Get one of your neighbors, get your husband, get your,
walk the dog.
Your dog, get your kids. Like who doesn't matter. Just get out there.
Put on your favorite podcast, The Fishes.
Right. Or get on your treadmill. Do like wherever you want to do it. Just 20 minutes a day. Let's commit to it.
Okay, so we're throwing it out now to just kind of get us ready.
Yeah.
Get us ready for this challenge that we're going to do. I think that this is amazing, and it will be hard for me. Like I'm pretty good about moving a few times a week, but I'm not great about a lot of days in a row will be hard for me. So,
and we also want to know how everybody's doing. So if you all can shoot us an email at 3lfpod@gmail.com. Let us know, like, is it working for you, or did you do one day and you forgot to do the rest of the week, or it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Let us know, like, if it's working for you.
Yeah. So we're not starting it yet. We're not going to do it until October 1st. We're just gearing up. We're getting mentally ready to be like, we're going to be on the move for a whole month.
Move it, fishes.
All right, y'all. What's for dinner?
I have dinner this week. I don't know about our listeners, but every single day somebody asks me what's for dinner. And sometimes I get like in a rut and I can't think of anything new. And so I was talking to the girls and we decided to pull down some cookbooks that we love. And I have a cookbook that I've had for probably 20 years. My friend Todd went to Australia and brought it back with him. It's Bill Granger's Sydney Food, it's called. And he was like a self-taught chef and restaurateur. And I love this cookbook because all the ingredients are very simple, directions are very simple, but the food is just fantastic. So we're going to post the tenderloin sandwich, and it has a recipe for like this garlic creme. It is so good. You can do it for lunch. You can do it for dinner. You can wrap it up and take it on a picnic. It's a tried and true, delicious recipe. My only tip is I really prefer filet with it. It calls for either sirloin or filet. I find filet in a sandwich is more tender and it's easier to eat. But you do you, and let us know if you like it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's really good.
We want to thank you for listening to our podcast and letting us sisters jump into your day. Please make sure to follow, rate, and review us. Have a wonderful weekend and get connecting. Sisters out.